Okay, I'm changing an ABS wheel speed sensor on the driver's side front of a 2003 Workhorse P32 chassis. And I've already went through and cut the old melted wire off, and then I pre-drilled the rivet that is held on right here for the retainer on the back of the backing plate. So I went through and I already did that just for the purpose of the video. There's another retainer that's held on up here by this bolt. I've already removed that and unplugged the plug up above the bell crank below the master cylinder on top of the frame rail. So with that being said, obviously I have the caliper removed and the hub removed, set aside. And now from this point, what you'll do is there's 4 bolts holding the backing plate onto the knuckle. So you just take by removing those 4 bolts. Once you have those bolts removed, you'll be able to take and move this plate back and out. As I said, I already pre-cut off the old melted wire. Once you have that removed, on the back side, I've already pre-bent them a little bit. You just bend these tabs up so that you can remove this heat shield. Once you have that removed, you're going to wind up with the ABS speed sensor and the mounting bracket, and that's held to the backing plate by this little retainer here. So you're just going to pull down on that to get it loose. Once you have that off of there, you can set your backing plate to the side. And then here you're going to use a 8mm socket and a 10mm socket, and then you're going to remove this sensor from the mounting bracket. You're going to set those bolts aside as they will, and the bolt nut and washers, as they will not be reused on this new sensor. Once you have that disassembled, you can see here there's a protrusion on this sensor that allows it to get installed into the mounting bracket and center it up. The new one, you can see that it does not have those same inserts. So without those, if you tried to use the factory bolts, you can see that neither do they line up tight in here or here. So the solution that we've came up with is to have these bolts made. They're special design. They have a shoulder so that when you install them into the mounting bracket, it centers the bolt up. The bolt itself is the same diameter as the wheel speed sensor. So you've got the kit comes that you can buy separately with the wheel speed sensor. Just installs like so. Bolt from the back, nut on the front with the lock washer, same both sides. To tighten the sensor onto the mounting bracket. Once you have that tight onto the mounting bracket, you can do everything that we just showed you in reverse, basically. We're going to take the backing plate, feed the wire through, slide it back into the keeper, get our shield, reinstall that, bend our tabs back over. Once you have it to that point, we can take and reinstall it onto the steering knuckle. Now there are 2 bolts, one's long, one's short. The long ones go on the top. be a 1/2-inch socket for these. Now once that's done, all you have remaining to do is to install this bracket on the back side of the backing plate so it lines up here, and then you use a rivet to install that. You're going to run this up. You have the mounting hole for that to go there, and this plug will get installed back into the same plug on the top of the frame rail. And that's it.